Kia ora. In this video we're going to be taking some data that we've gathered using the COUNTIF function and generate a bar graph. So I have looked at this tired inspired column which has numbers from 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've laid those out as headings in this little table that I've generated. So in that column I have looked at how many people chose 1 as a response and were Māori in the ethnicity column and were male in the gender column. And these are the numbers I've got as a result. So there were 9 Māori male students who chose 2 in that column, and so on and so on. I then did another row looking also at the same column of data for types 1, 2, 3 and 4 responses. But this time I looked at the New Zealand Europeans who were male. And it's my COUNTIF function that let me do that, which I talked about in a previous video. So because the numbers of Māori males are quite low compared to New Zealand European males, comparing them just like this is a little bit difficult. So I'm going to generate some percentages and put those into a bar graph. First I need to know what is the total number of Māori male students I have. So in this empty cell I'm going to type equals sum and open a bracket and highlight the row of data, close the bracket and hit enter, and that's simply adding up 1 plus 9 plus 11 plus 0 to give me 21 Māori male students. Drag that down and it does it for the same row, the same function for this row for New Zealand European males. Cool. Now I'm going to make a new table, so I'm going to copy this row by using Control-C on Windows or Command-C on a Mac and just pop it down here. And then in this column, I'm going to copy these results to here. And these will be percentages. I'm just going to add percentage to each box by clicking up here in the formula bar and adding percentage. Now, to get a percentage, we're going to take this number, divide it by the total, and multiply it by 100. So to do that, click in your empty cell, type equals, select this result, slash means divide, select the total, asterisk is multiply, and then just type 100. So I'm going to take this result, which is this orange cell, divide it by this total in the purple cell, and multiply it by 100. And that's my percent. So I want to repeat this going all the way across, but if I drag it, there's a problem because you'll notice this cell has jumped. This cell has jumped even further. So I need to freeze that total result there. So come back to this cell and using a $ before the I and before the number, whoops, try that again, using a $ before the I and before the number, hit enter. I've now frozen that result cell, and if I drag across, I should find all my percentages are calculated from this number here, which doesn't change in each cell. Great. Do the same now for the New Zealand Europeans. Equals this result divided by that result multiplied by 100. Press enter. That's my percentage. But I'm going to, again, freeze the total and then drag that across to get all my other percentages. There they are. Check out all these crazy decimals. We don't need that level of precision. So I'm going to use the rounding button, having highlighted them all, to just shift the decimal, the rounding position I should say, back to the ones column. Now the computer has rounded those for me. They should still total 100 in each row, and I'm ready to do my graph. So I'm going to highlight by clicking and dragging all of those numbers and let go. That's now boxed up. Hit the chart icon, or if you can't see it because of your screen resolution, go Insert Chart, and you'll get a graph pop up here like this. The computer has guessed for me that it wants a bar graph. Now, if in some case you get something that's like, let's see, something that is not like that, just make sure column D use row 2, 3, 5 as labels is selected. See row 2, 3, 5 is my tired inspired results. It's putting them side by side and using them as labels. So what it's done for me is it's comparing Māori are the blue results, Euro are the red results. These are all males, and it gives me a comparison side by side using percentages. I might still need to label my axes vertically here, using the Customize button for vertical axis. I can give that a name. In fact, it's in Chart and Axis Titles. I can change the vertical axis title by typing in here percentages, and my graph is looking pretty good. I might want to change that sentence title. It doesn't tell me much. I might just change this to tired and inspired results for Māori and NZ Euro male students. There we go. And that's my finished graph. From here, I'll need to decide what the data is telling me and make some more judgments about what my next steps as a teacher will be based on this data.